It's undeniable that there are vast quantities of metal in the ocean. There's gold, silver, copper, and also metals like cobalt, which is used to make cell phones and computers, all of which float around in the form of tiny particles. The National Ocean Service claims that there are 20 million pounds of gold suspended in the ocean, but this gold can only be found in parts per trillion. As for gold deposits on the seafloor, scientists estimate that there's about $150 trillion worth down there. In the 1890s, after word of oceanic riches had begun to spread, one of the most famous attempts to mine the ocean for gold was carried out. The New England pastor Prescott Ford Jernigan claimed to have invented a device worthy of the fanciful name, the gold accumulator. The accumulator was a wooden box with holes cut in it to allow water to pass freely. Inside the box was a pan of mercury, which Jernigan claimed was mixed with a secret ingredient. A small battery ran an electric current into the mercury. The idea was that the electrified mercury mixture would suck precious metals from the water to create an amalgam which the gold could then be extracted from. In the morning, gold would be there waiting. Jernigan provided 1,000 of the accumulators to drag the waters for gold, raking in around $1 million in investor cash, approximately $29 million today, considering inflation. It was discovered soon after that the entire business was an elaborate hoax. Turns out, during the initial demonstration, Fisher had swum down to the accumulator and planted a gold-laced mixture inside. In a 1934 study, Dr. Colin Fink of Columbia University was successfully able to extract gold particles from seawater using a method similar to gold plating. When submerged in seawater, a negatively charged, rapidly spinning cathode was observed to accumulate a tiny, yet undeniably visible deposit of gold. This took a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of seawater. While some gold particles did accumulate on the cathode, a large amount did not due to its colloidal properties, meaning it remained spread out in the water. Another problem with Fink's method is that it cost 5 times more than the price the gold would have yielded. But the important thing is that it worked. By taking Fink's methods, which seem to have been largely forgotten with the passing of time, and rejuvenating them with modern advancements in technology, we might be able to make this more viable. Recent studies have found that high-powered lasers, as well as acids and even sunlight, can be used to accumulate particles of gold in colloidal solutions, offering a potential answer to the shortcomings of Fink's original experiments. Even more promising are entirely new methods in development, like using bacteria that naturally accumulate minerals from their environment to separate metals from water.